everyone, Viking back with another Super WILOO Demake video. I got all the bosses in the game in this video. So we'll talk about strats, if there's not really any, but the story's playing again here, so you kind of know these two main characters got their dog kidnapped by an alien. So we'll get into it. We got 5 bosses in this. The first one is Sapalino, the tweaking giant frog. So this guy basically just hops. There's like a cooldown period, so once you hop on him, you can't hit him again until he pops back up. The unicorn suit doesn't really do anything against the bosses, but it looks cool. So you can really just keep at him if you time it right. There, he hit me. And then I panicked. So there we go. Sapalino down. Let's see. It says Sapalino didn't want to fight against his friends and explains that Dr. E.T. Valdo was controlling his mind and that he was doing the same thing with the other animals too. Now that Sapalino is fine, WILOO and Agatha continue their adventure to save their other friends. Bicudolino, the clumsy eagle. So this guy comes at you and then he kind of falls down, and you can hit him when he falls down. I love the little duck animation. It's hilarious. So these bosses are obviously fairly simple. Overall, the games, the World 5 levels are pretty tough, but the bosses themselves are not. And the last boss is just, it's a slow fight, but it's not that challenging. I actually like this little eagle guy. So yeah, they all have a cooldown timer that you can only hit them once, then you gotta let them recover. Stage clear. Bicudolino down. So Bicudolino was feeling bad at having fought his friends, but now with the affection of Agatha and WILOO, he is well again. He told that Dr. E.T. Valdo is controlling the animals' minds, so they need to do everything he asks, and so he would never feel alone again. So this alien has a real loneliness problem. Polvolino, the giant lava kraken. I thought this was a cool looking boss. So you just hop the tentacles and then he'll duck, and then you can hit his head. But you got to be careful of the tentacles because you can bounce back into them and die. So I'm guessing this is an Italian game based on the names of the enemies. I mean, he's in lava. That's a tough kraken. Ooh, almost got. I'm using Agatha here. You unlock her as a playable character after you beat the game the first time. That's that boss down. Polvolino down. How nice that Polvolino was back to normal. He didn't understand why, after all. Why was Dr. E.T. Valdo controlling the animals' minds? If he was just feeling lonely and wanted to make new friends, wouldn't it be easier just to be nice to others? Such a wholesome platforming game. All about making friends. Ursulino, the pink fist bear. So this guy slams his fists down, and you gotta kind of jump on him and then hit his head. And this one is actually kind of tricky. I don't think he has a cooldown, but the fists will get you. I don't know, I died a few times on this and I didn't really understand why, but I like the look of the I like the look of the enemies or the bosses, but you know, it'd be nice if they were a little more to it, you know. It's pretty bare bones. But you know, this was a indie game, 49 cents it cost me, so I can't complain. It was a fun run through, definitely. Ursulino was relieved to be back to normal and see his friends. Dr. Etivaldo wasn't a good friend, but deep down, Ursulino felt sorry for Etivaldo, because maybe he was just a solitary alien and thought he would only have friends if he forced them to do so. Man, this alien is... And here it is, Dr. Etivaldo, the lonely alien dog napper. Now this fight is a slow burn. You gotta really... So when he stops, he does either one of two attacks, or he'll remove the shield so you can attack him. And it's kind of random what it is. So there's that fireball he shoots, and then there's a big area of attack, beam. But you're just at the mercy of what the random attack is or whatever. See, there's the beam. So this fight actually took me, I think this is the longest part of the video. It's kind of cool, I mean... There, see, then you can hit him, he falls, has a recovery state. So really it does, you're just at the mercy of if it's going to attack or let you hit him. And I don't think, maybe it's every 3. He'll drop his shield every 3 like pauses or attacks, but it seemed random. And it's just a slog because if you touch the bottom of the ship, you die. So you gotta jump light or, you know, tap it to jump to the other platform. And you end up dying. I died quite a bit on this until I finally figured it out, but... And then you got to make sure you get enough height on your double jump, because if you touch the rim of the ship, you die as well. So, like I said, overall I had a fun time with this game. It's these Radalaika published games. They're pretty fun, and I mean for being so cheap on the store when there's a sale on them, you know, this is $4.99 usually. All these Radalaika games are $4.99, and when they're on sale, they're like 90% off. Excuse me, at least on the PSN store. So, for 49 cents, platinum trophies, you gotta give these a whirl. Yeah, overall, I'd say this game, it would have been better, a better game if it had more enemy variety. Besides the little Goombas, or about the Goombas, and then there's fish. But there was no flying enemies, which is odd. So like, you know, in Mario, there's flying turtles and hammer bros and all that stuff. This game doesn't have a lot of enemy variety, which is what I think really holds it back. Otherwise, it was a solid platformer. Fun little story, cutesy art style, cutesy story about, you know, friends and getting your dog back, you know, which is good. I guess if you got kids, this would be a good game to maybe have them mess around with. Like younger kids that are just trying to learn platforming. Might be fun to play through with them. You could do the boss, and they can try to beat the levels, you know, or whatever. You can start a new game plus as well after you beat the game, which is kind of cool. So you get to keep all your coin totals and your unlocked character and all your power-ups that you get from the mini games. And the power-ups do help you to beat levels, like the bee suit and the unicorn suit and all that. Come on now. Jeez Louise. Yeah, just waiting around for him to... I love that duck animation. You can dance to the music with it. Come on. He takes more hits too. I think the regular enemies take 5 and he might take 10, so it really 10 or 8 or something. It's a more than the regular bosses. That duck animation is the best thing in this game. Boom, there it is. Alright. So that's that cleared. That's the end of the game, and here's the ending. And finally, Dr. E.T. Valdo had been defeated. Agatha and Wilo could hardly wait to find their dear friend again. They were missing their buddy. They almost exploded with happiness when they met their old friend again. They only wished that moment would never end and that from now on they would never separate again. Oh, take care. Have a good one, guys. Bye.